This meeting's about to get real bad real fast. All right, this is weird. This is better right here. All right. I asked him, John, if he screwed up, because I heard you making fun of him, and he said, I never screw up. And I was like, ain't that an answer to get you to go to hell? Because that is the biggest problem most people have. I'm playing with him. He's joking, but I'm being serious. It's like the biggest, I'm just telling you. If you get nothing else out of the meeting, if you could be accountable more in your life, you'd be better off. Like, when the company doesn't grow, it's my fault. You know, so, all right, so we got some leads. Here's the way it's going to work. I'm big on competition. John, do you have insurance on the event?
Yes. I'm saying yes because I want whatever you're about to do to happen.
Okay, yes. So he has insurance on the event. So this is the way it's going to work. Do y'all have your running shoes on? Okay. All right. So here's the way it's going to work. Now listen. Gentlemen, don't run into any women. Don't bump into any women. Don't box out any women. Or you lose everything, okay? I'm going to read 2 names, and whoever gets up here first gets $2,000 in leads. And the one, I know you, hey, I didn't read your number yet. Okay, shit, I'm about to give it to you no matter what. Like, you just take it. And the one that's second is $1,000, still not bad. Now, if you're in the last row, don't run. You're not going to beat them unless you're like really fast. You're sure you're cool with all this? Okay, good, awesome. All right, so I'm gonna as simultaneously as I can read both numbers. I'm gonna do the best I can here. Let's see if they match up right. All right, so they both start with. I know that. Was that you? Of course it was, you wise ass. You ain't getting nothing. All right, so we all know did everything start with 687? Everybody's got 687. Okay. So I got, dude, these are like they're like back-to-back numbers. I'm still gonna go with it, but you gotta mix them up a little bit more. I got 1573, 1574. Hurry up, here she comes. Just kidding. Damn, that wasn't exciting. That backfired. Hold on. Which one do you got? 74? Yeah. You do? All right, but you got $2,000 in leads, right? What's your first name? Gabe. Hey, you can't move that camera, can you? All right, Gabe, here's the deal. Go down there. Gabe, you have to run to the back wall. And you have to get there. Wiley, what do you think is fair? 1, 2. Hey, Richmond, how far is that? How long it should take him to get down to the back wall running? 4 seconds? You think, no, is it 5, you think? 5, everybody's 5? If you get there, take him out the middle? He might hit this guy right here. You want what? Get over here, bro. I don't want you to get hurt bad. Okay. If you hit some. This one's an easy shot, dude. You write down. You don't even have to hit them doors. Just get past that last row. Okay. What do you think? That should be 4 seconds? 4? No, 3. He comes out, Bo Jackson. We're going to go with 4, and I'm going to count it. All right? Don't pull a hamstring or nothing, all right? Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it to him. That was slow. Bro, in case you don't know, you're not fast. Okay. But you still got $2,000 in leads, Gabe. Good job. All right. 2 more. I want to hear from you, Rosario, this time. I know it's 6. All right. These are 1599, 1628. Yo, go. I ain't even gonna make you run in the back. You look like a blocker instead of a runner. I'll make it. I know you will, bro. I'm gonna go. You make it? I'll make it. You think you'll beat him? Can you do it in 4 seconds? What's your first name, bro? Mahmoud. I know who you are. God, I can't remember your name. All right, Mahmoud. Yo, stay out of his way. He's not gonna stop fast. And this is a big boy right up in here. All right, 4 seconds. Ready, move? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. 4. Yeah. All right. 2,000 from Mahmoud. All right, we got 3 more left. Good job, bro. We have you and Gabe in a race-off. It'd be like watching time slowly go by. All right. All right, we got 1576, 1590. Oh, damn. All right, get over here. Get over here. We're going to have a race-off. You both already get 1,000. Whoever wins gets 2,000.
Okay.
All right? Listen, move that water bottle. Dude, don't be hitting each other either. I mean, seriously. Oh, they can jump. They're fine. All right, hold on a minute. I'm just going to say, ready, set, go. See how close he is, okay? Don't start early. Ready, set, go. Oh, yeah. He kept looking back. All right. One more. Can we just do this all day? All right, one more. Hey, what's your first name, dude? Hey, what's your first name? Matthew. You fast, bro. Did you see the way he kept looking back at him like, why is he trying to go? Like, he wouldn't even run. Bro, you're quick. No, I don't run either. God didn't make me fast. I ain't running from nobody, ever. But Matthew's fast, bro. Even in them shoes, Matthew. If we have a track team at FFL, you're on it. Okay? 100%. And we might. Or if we get in trouble and we're running, you're on our side. All right. Last shot. 1648, 1577. Come on. Oh! What does that got to do with anything? All right, we got to settle this one. I'm not going to have you run because no, I just don't want to do that. You have no shoes on. It would be weird. Okay. All right. How about this? Are you willing to do something else? No, that's too easy. Hey, you got any bottles of water? Give me 2 bottles of water. Okay. $1,000. Does anybody have warm water or no? What's that? Steph, you got 2? Yeah, give me 2 warm ones because nobody wants. Do you chug pretty good? Oh yeah, she seems pretty. Can you? Dude, that looks like you can chug though. What's college got to do with it? You probably started drinking. You were 12. Look at you. All right. So whoever drinks hey, you don't have to either. Okay. Whoever drinks a bottle of water faster gets another $1,000. Okay, I'll do it. All right. Are you in? What's your first name?
Tyler.
I like you, Tyler.
Thank you.
You always look like that?
Yes.
Good. That's intense. Are we bringing the water or what? No, come on, Zach. Let's. 1, 2, 3. Yo, he's pretty fast. He's pretty quick. Get him out of the way. Yeah. Get him. Oh, okay. Let them both open them. Sure. Well, I'm not gonna say no to you. You took your shoes off. You seem pretty committed. Then put it in a glass too. What size glass? Yeah. Dump that out, dude. There you go. Who cares? We need another glass. You have an extra glass? Can we use your glass? You seem like a nice person. You brush your teeth and stuff. That'll be good. I mean, it's part of the challenge, dude. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Yeah, I mean, you're good. Thank you. Appreciate you there, bro. You didn't know this was going to happen today, did you? Like, I'm coming to an insurance seminar. I don't know what the hell just happened. All right. Oh, yeah. This is going to be really good. I'm really excited about this. All right. Oh, that's a good job, bro. That's okay. Hey, take a little bit off that. Just sip a little bit of it because it's going to kill you when you go. Okay, you're good. Hold on. Now listen. Ready, set, go. Oh, he's a gangster. All right. Hey, but we'll give them both $2,000 because you tried. So nice job. Hey, nice job. Hey, nice job. All right, have a seat. All right. Now, I did that because it was fun, number 1. But number 2, I want to teach you something, okay? And I need you to hear me on this, okay? What people, am I good? She wasn't going nowhere, dude. I mean, your social security number, date of birth, inmate number. All right. You have to understand that in any business that we're in. Okay, so how many of you have been to trainings before? You've been to meetings before, right? How many times have some of you left a meeting and said, you know what, that was a waste of my time? Like I have, like that was a complete waste of my time. All right, how about this? How many people have, this is a harder one. How many people have spoken today? 5. What's your first name, bud? John. Do we know each other? No, you look familiar though. You work with whom? Okay, you think about working on this, you're just checking the training out. I like it. Just here because you're curious, or just here? I just want to come check the meeting out. Cool. All right, even better. John, you listen to 5 people talk. Okay? Were any of them where you said, man, I really didn't get much out of that guy's talk or that girl's talk? And dude, we're all going to be honest. If I suck, you tell me I suck. Was there a couple or one, or you're like, man, that wasn't really that good? Or were they all good? I wasn't here. Dude, John can answer on his own. Did you grab one thing from everybody? Cool. Did you grab more from certain people? Okay. Think about this though, and I'm just trying to think about psychologically, okay? All I was doing was asking him. And this uncomfortableness of, no, they were all good. Bro, I wasn't even asking you. How do you know what John thinks? How in the world do you know what's on his mind? But that's how we live our lives on a daily basis. We're trying to figure out how not to offend everybody, number one. By the way, that's the exact you want to be bad at sales? Try to find a way to worry about what people think about you the entire time. There's a difference between thinking about what are they thinking, what are they going to say next, are they connecting with me, as opposed to what do they think about me. And that's what most of us do. We go to these meetings, we listen to people, they get up and talk about stupid things, and we never address their behaviors ever. Never. We don't, because we're uncomfortable. Does that make sense? And we don't. Like, I'm not trying to meet. I have a buddy, he's a good guy, I love him, right? But I work with him. He's an insurance company. And I walk in, I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just walking in. I'm walking in, talking to Zach. He's like, hey! And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. Why? I don't talk to people that way. I don't ever see anybody go by me and go, hey! I would never do that. Never in a million years. Why would he do that? Familiarity breeds contempt. I've obviously talked to him too many times. So now that's how, and by the way, dude, I don't care if I'm sweeping the floor at the company. You don't talk to somebody like that. Ever. Because where I come from, you get punched in the face for talking to guys like that. But I run the company, I have all these responsibilities, and I get in trouble and the whole deal. I tell you that because when you go to meet with clients, what they're doing, what he did, because he did it to get attention. He did it to he was talking to somebody else to look at me. Your clients will do the same thing. Whether it's over the phone, on Zoom, in person, don't matter. And you can't react to it. Now, I am not trying to make a sale to him so I can react, which I did. But if I was trying to sell John, I'd go, hey, John, if you don't mind me asking, why are you talking to me like that? Nice, right? Because I'm seeking the information. I'm genuinely seeking the information. I learned this 20 years ago. Great, phenomenal, best sales guy I ever met in my life. He said, Shawn, when people ask you a question, ask yourself a question before you answer it 100% of the time. I was like, okay. He said, ask yourself if they genuinely want the information, like they're actually seeking information, or they're trying to mess with you. He said, if they're trying to F with you. That was every other word out of his mouth was F bomb. That's how he taught. It was communication. He's like, are they trying to? And I never forgot that. So my clients ask me a question like, well, you obviously just want to make some money. Is that why you're here? How much do you make? And they start, how long have you been doing this? When they start asking me questions like that that are not seeking information, I don't answer those. I answer those with a question. If you don't mind me asking, why is that important? I'm just curious, John, if I've been doing it for 1 week or 27 years, why would that matter? The insurance company rates are all exactly the same. I'm not going to do anything wrong. I'm going to tell you the truth. But sir, why does that really matter? I ask him a question. I wait. Why is what the insurance carrier pays me, how does it make a difference to you? John, am I asking you for any money, sir? No. Okay. So I'm trying to, and if John, after 3, 4, 5 times, I realize no matter what I do or say, John's not going to connect with me, I nicely remove myself from the situation. This is the greatest industry in the world. say this, and please don't take this the wrong way. How many of you have been in car sales? Okay, John, we're gonna try you again. Not that you did wrong the first time, I'm gonna try you again. In car sales, I'm gonna make a statement, tell me if you think it's true or false. I was in car sales too for years. Do you think car sales is much more competitive and aggressive than insurance sales is? Between the salespeople? Yeah. I got introduced to the insurance business, and I saw a bunch of people who didn't know what they had their hands on. They didn't know. We would talk to somebody for 3 hours to make a little bit of commission. You get a lead, you call somebody up, they give you $1,000 for 45 minutes of work, and we go like, I'll get to it when I get to it. We at the end of the day, that's what's holding everybody back, right? If I were to, how many of you been in insurance sales for more than 2 years? Actually, how many have been in less than a year? I'm sorry, less than a year. Less than a year, okay, so less than a year. Life sales, your life insurance? Okay, what do you think has been the hardest thing for you to deal with so far in your short career? Sticking to your schedule, okay. Who else has been here less than a year?
Overcoming the mindset, your own mind.
Explain that though, what part? What do you mean?
Self-doubt or laziness.
How many of you in here experience self-doubt? Okay, keep your hands up if you do. All right, now put your hands down. Raise your hands if you don't experience self-doubt. There's a bunch of you didn't, so raise your hands. One, he's a liar. Well, he's a sociopath. I'm the most positive person you ever meet in your entire effing life, but I have self-doubt. And this is the stuff I could spend, I'm not gonna do it, hours. I say, how many people have self-doubt? A third of the room raise their hand. How many of you raise your hands because you didn't have it and one guy raised his hand? Thank you, by the way. What's your first name, bud? Raise his hand. Ricardo, you licensed? Are you working with us? All right, I'm gonna give you $1,000 in leads too. For just being weird, bro. Just being weird. All right. Sticking to my schedule, overcoming my self-doubt. You been here less than a year? What's been your biggest issue? Sticking to your schedule. You said you've been here less than a year. What's your biggest issue to deal with? Rebuttals, give me an example. When you call them, you mean? Okay, and then what do you say to them typically? Got it. What's your first name? Clarissa. Who do you work with, Clarissa? Who? Who's FFL Haven? He's good, she said. Got it. Sorry, we have a lot of companies, I'm sorry. Okay, do you know her? Awesome. What advice, do you sell quite a bit with us or no? Working on it, okay. What would be, if you're working with her, what would be your first, just based on what she just said to me, what would be your biggest advice to her? I love you, bro. All right, before that, okay. Wiley, if she was on your team and she said it exactly that way, what would be your advice be to her?
My advice would be you need to be
No, I'm sorry, go ahead, keep going, I'm sorry, I thought you were wrong. Okay. Okay, here's how you say it nicer. Did your mom and dad raise you? Your mom did. Is she like super, super respectful, super nice? No, she's not. Okay, can you be like her? On the phone? Is your mama? Okay. Then I need you to be an appropriate. See, because you have to understand when she calls people up, her lack of confidence is not confidence in herself, it's the way she talks. Do you mind me talking about this stuff? Does it make you uncomfortable at all? Okay, and part of it, if you have an over tyrant of a human being raising you, you tend to sometimes do that because you can't match their craziness. You can't. Some of you have a sister, somebody like one younger, like you can't match their craziness. I need you to talk faster and be more assertive when you're on the phone, or they're gonna keep saying that. Because if I call them up and go, Wiley, Shawn, like, are you trying to book them and meet with them in the home or sell them over the phone? Over the phone. So if I try to confirm his information and I just go, I got this thing you sent to me, like I started getting into it, be more presumptive, but you can say, because you're not, like, be more presumptive. No, you have to be inappropriate. You have to be. And here's why. Because only 1.5% of these people fill this thing out, and they're asking to be told what to do. Every one of you is being, when I go anywhere that I don't know what I'm doing, I want to be told what to do. I'm not going to the chiropractor tomorrow waiting for him to tell me what we should do with my back and my neck. They're not waiting for you to ask them what to do with their insurance. They want you to tell them. But you don't sound assertive, so they're going to challenge you because they're uncomfortable. Does that make sense? And then part of it is you have to understand people's overzealous. Do you have any siblings? How many? Twin sisters. Are you the youngest? Oldest of the twin sisters. Are they like you? Yes. Okay. Mom was she was something, huh? Okay. But she also had to do a lot of it on her own, right? Fair enough. So mom's trying. So you have to understand when you're calling people up, selling them over the phone, going to go meet with them, you have to call them and tell them what to do. No different than when you hire agents. And Wiley, the answer, and you would have gotten to a good answer, but the bottom line is her demeanor is asking them to say no because it's uncomfortable. And you seem really nice, but I'm not looking for nice on the phone. I'm looking to be told what to do. And you sound like a telemarketer. It's okay, but now you have to change that, Chris. Does that make sense? You have to change that. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, because they're going to keep saying no. And what your words aren't necessarily wrong, and you talk too slow. Because if you start talking slow, they start talking. Does that make sense? You get on the phone like you did, Wiley, when you started, and they eat you alive. Whoever asks the most questions wins. I didn't fill that out. That's weird. We need to launch an investigation. We have a card here with your information on it. It's been signed. Are you home now? We're gonna send the authorities. Now that's exactly what I said. So if that's weird to y'all, that's fine. Because that's not dumber than filling something out and saying you didn't fill it out. That's dumber than what I said. So for me, I'm totally good with what I said. That's exactly what I say. Why? It's a pattern interrupt. It matches the stupidity of what they said. And all of a sudden now I regain control. Why would you do that? I go, well, somebody broke into your house, filled something out and sent it back, obviously. And they went onto your computer, filled it out, we tracked it, and lo and behold, are they in your house now? That's what I would do. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. So that's what I did. I did this for a long time. I saw a lot of insurance. I didn't get many people to say no to me, so I was totally good. You have to find a way to be more creative and think on your feet quicker. You have to. Does that make sense? Have you tried to go out and see people in person? Good. You'll be better at that. Was that a struggle, though? You be honest. Because, first of all, that's easier. Just in case, as you're in the industry, I know that COVID hit, and we were like, sweet, dial in my pajamas. By the way, adults don't have pajamas, in case. So please don't post that you made X amount of dollars in your pajamas from your house, because you shouldn't wear pajamas after you're like 9. That's just weird. That makes sense? So you have to understand that this is easier to go meet people face to face. I'm not saying you can't do it over the phone. I'm just saying if you're struggling over the phone, get in the car and go see people. That is your solution. You're killing over the phone, keep killing over the phone. Don't get in the car, just keep doing what you're doing. Why would you change it? I wouldn't. But for a lot of people, that's all you need to start doing. You just need to get enough leads, go out there, meet people, go face to face. Because you're nice, they're gonna have a harder time face to face saying no. Because when they see you, they're gonna be like, oh, she's not weak, she's just really nice. And she's not, you see what I'm saying? But they're mistaking your kindness for weakness. And they're gonna do that. And that's what most people struggle with. The schedule, if we could get most people to handle their schedule, but they can't. It's a lack of commitment. And I'm not gonna ask people about their income because that's just not nice, because I don't know any of y'all and I don't know who's in the room. But you look at this industry, the average agent isn't making 40 grand a year. And you can't survive on 40 grand a year. None of us can. You can't survive on 100 grand a year in today's world. And inflation, it might be 130, 140, 150 you need to live, let alone live a good life. So we have to get better at how do we connect with people. And we have to, Wiley, take out because you lose me at that answer. You need to become more presumptive. You need to stop being so freaking nice. You have to control the situation because you want to sell and you want to hire people, right? Why are you doing this? What were you doing before this for work? Gym sales. Got it. Did you like that?
I did, but it wasn't long-term.
That's a business right there. I was with the guy the other day. He owns a gym. He says 19% of the people that pay monthly come to the gym. I was like, how do you get away with them charging them $29? He's like, nobody comes. He said 19% of them come in. I just keep signing them up. They never even cancel. It's like $30 a month. Nobody cares. I don't want a company like that. I don't want you just to hang out and be here. I want you to make a living. Does that make sense? All right. Who's building a team here? Like, I got a team. I'm trying to build a team. How long you been with us, sir? A little over 2 years. Who do you work with? Joe Basso. Is Basso here? Did he leave? There he is. Joe Basso. You work with him. You're not under him. Because you're a human being. So don't do that again. I love you, though. Your first name, sir? Abel. We've met before, right? Okay. Abel, how many people do you have on your team?
I just got rid of about 30 of them, and I'm back up to 30. So my first batch.
Is he always just tricky, Joe? Kind of. Okay. So you have 30. Okay, got it. What has been your biggest struggle? Now, you have 30. You've been here 2 years. I got my insurance license in June of 2008. And by December, we were issuing $1 million a month. 6 months. Now, I sold 50 grand every month because it's easy. I never missed it once in my life. People are like, how do I sell 20? I'm like, you gotta ask somebody else how to do that. I have no idea how to do that little. I've never done that little in my life. I wouldn't even know how to do it. So how about 30? Don't know how to do 30 either. 40, don't know how to do that in a month. 50, I'll tell you about 50, 60, 80, 120, 140. I can do it, but 20, I don't know how to do that. So, Joe, how did you know Joe and those guys?
Well, I met Joe through my upline who's no longer here, and then same with Ivan. So I was brought under a different upline.
Have you ever been deposed? You'd be really good. You'd confuse the hell out of the attorneys. Okay. So you got brought in by some people, they quit, and now you work with Joe and Ivan. Can you say it that way next time? Okay. So what's been your biggest struggle, Abel, as it pertains to building it?
My biggest struggle building?
Yes.
I tried to handheld too much.
Okay.
So I don't.
Thank you.
I don't
Oh, yeah, please do.
Because I'm handhelding, I'm not allowing them to do it.
Got it. Joe, what do you think Abel's biggest issue is pertains to building a team? Consistency. Be more specific, please. Yeah. Okay. So our biggest issue here as it pertains to building a business. First of all, how many of you are building a business? Okay. And at times, how many people you say it sucks building a business? It's annoying building a business. It's annoying when you ask people to do something, they don't do it. Dude, that's life. The best recruiters win this game. Recruiting every day, all day, and not becoming emotionally attached to people. You understand? That's part of why, like Abel, you don't mind I'm talking, that's just the way you answer the question. You already have this emotionality between your old upline, he didn't do it. Like, dude, who cares? Nobody asked. And I got rid of a group. Nobody cared about that either. I got 30. How'd you get into business? Got a guy brought into business. I got hooked up with Ivan and Joe. Got it. Boom. You communicate faster. And what happens to most people with their frustrations, thanks, bro, with their frustrations is they share them with people. If the world was tumbling to the ground right now, okay, this might not make you excited, but we do like 800 million a year, so you're safe. The first 3 years we were in business, we were making no money as a company, okay? No money. I was paying my bills. I could do that in like $65,000 a year. We were in deep litigation. We had tons of issues, lead issue, and I'd come to these meetings out of my mind excited. About what? I don't know. Like I was breathing. I didn't get up here and go, let me tell you what else is going wrong. People were getting paid. They're making money. Zach's excited. He joins us. He drops out of medical school. I'm like, oh, shit, he dropped out of school. I hope this works out. Like, dude dropped out of school. Like, I just got done at Eastern. Like, that was enrolling admissions. I have a social work degree. Who cares? He dropped out of medical school. They're all doctors. But I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell Andrew Taylor. I didn't tell Mark Mead. I didn't tell anybody how bad it was. I didn't lie to them, but I didn't call them up and go, bro, you're not going to believe what happened today. Let me tell you about how bad this part is. Hey, I have this debt over here. Hey, I just had this other court hearing over here. I didn't do that. Hey, this lead company went out of business. What? I was up front if you asked me something, but I didn't dump my stuff on you. That's why most of us have a hard time keeping our schedule, because we speak negative to ourselves. And then the people around us speak negative. So Joe, his biggest issue is being consistent, which is what most people's issue is. But part of it is becoming emotionally attached. You become emotionally attached to your business, not the people. That might sound harsh, I'm emotionally attached to the business doing well. The people, I want you to win. I hope everybody wins. I love on everybody. I want everybody to win. But I'm emotionally attached to the business unit itself. Does that make sense? So Abel, and when you're working with people, it's your communication. You only have 2 or 3 minutes to talk to me. It just needs to be, how do I get in the field fast? How do I get leads? I recruit you. How long you worked with us, sir? Not working with us. You with my man over there. Are you thinking about working with us? You're just checking it out. Got it. Who introduced you? Who invited you to the meeting? Wetmore did. I didn't screw it up so far, did I? Okay, good. I like John. I don't want you to be out. What's your first name? Shawn. Nice to meet you. Pleasure. How you doing, Samantha? Great to meet y'all. Are you in life now or a different line of insurance or different entity? Got it. I know who you are. Yeah, you told me about you. Cool. Nice to meet y'all. Thank you. So getting people to understand in this business. Okay, how about this, Abel? What percentage of agents do you expect to sell? If you hired 100, how many do you expect to sell and stay with you after 90 days? Yep. 50. Okay. What would you expect after 90 days? Dude, do me a favor. It's not a community. It's not a team sport. I got it. Just Wiley. Thank you. 20. 50, 20. Who else building a team over here? What's your first name, dude? Josiah. I like the way you said that, dude. How long you been with us? Who do you work with, Josiah? My man. How much you sell a month? Come here, Josiah. I want to shake your hand, bro. Plus, if a fight breaks out, you're on my side. So it goes bad. No matter what happens, hit the dudes. Hit whoever's trying to hit me, dude. All right, Josiah, what would you think out of 100? How many people do this thing after 90 days, stay with you and sell? 20. Okay. Joe Basso, what do you think, bud? 3 or 4. Zach, what do you think? Ask me what I think, Wiley.
How many do you think?
100. Now, I'm not going to bet, Abel, that 100 will do it, but I believe 100 will. See, my mindset when I recruited everybody, I breathed so much life into you that you couldn't ever doubt yourself. Now, if after months you decided not to work, but from minute one, I would do everything I could to get you to believe in yourself. So much that I like we couldn't fail together. 100. Now, I'm not delusional. I wasn't going to bet my life savings that 100 out of 100 would do it. But I believed 100 would. I never, ever, ever said most people won't. Now, some people, and I'm not mad. If everybody got trained the way they train, I have to, from my mindset, say that 100 of them, because I don't know who's Josiah or not. How do I know? I don't know. I don't know who Wiley Hawkins. Wiley, how old were you when you met us, when you started working with us? 20. What were you doing before this? No job, basically, valet. Met him in a restaurant. We hung out. I said, let's fly to Florida tomorrow. He's like, oh, okay, I'll go. And I was, where were we, in Kansas City? No. Denver. He's like, I'll go. I said, I leave at 4:30 in the morning. He's like, okay, get to the airport. I was like, he must be late, calling around for him. He's already there. He's like, where y'all at? I'm like, dude, you know we're not flying back? He's like, I know. I'm just flying you to Florida. He's like, I know. I'll figure it out after that. I was like, okay. But how do you know? You don't know. You have to believe so much in yourself and in people. Now, also, Josiah, can you do me a favor? Can you, starting in January, can you make a commitment to issue $50K a month personally? Can you do that? Okay. If he does that, he raises that bar for everybody. Does that make sense? How much you sell a month, Abel? 15. Hard, Joe, because he's not making a living. That's hard. And I'm being honest. If it was any of us, we know the numbers. It's hard. So it's not like you got to lead from the front, because now if he had money, if you join us, sir, and you go, I'm cash flowing, I'm going to sell nothing. You need to be able to make sure you're maintaining your household, your expenses, because most people sell just enough to live. They hire 2 agents, and the agent needs leads. They're like, he needs leads. I'm like, I know, you hired him. I know, but I don't have any money for leads. Well, you sell $9,000 a month. He charged back 2 policies. I know, it's $1,200. I know, what am I going to do about that? I'd write a policy. They're like $1,000 pop. I wrote my way out of everything. You can't do it with 15. I also will challenge, if you're not issuing 30K a month, it'd be hard to build a business unless you're already doing like $1 million a month. Doing $1 million a month and you spread it right, you're making pretty damn good money. But I'm just telling you, at the end of the day, we have to raise that standard, right? Like, how many people here were in December? How many of you stand up if you issued more than 30 grand last month? You work with us. One, stand up if you don't mind. Okay, so these guys, all right. That was your first month with us, right? How much did you issue? 40, give him a hand. 40,000 is first month with us, right? So when you leave the meet, please stay standing real quick. Stay standing real quick, whoever stand up. If you have any questions about sales and you are in this meeting and you want to talk to somebody, not the guy next to you that ate 3 pieces of cake and gave you his advice that don't sell, because a lot of people don't do nothing, have advice. These are the people you need to ask about sales, right? Take a picture of these people. These are the people you need to know about. Other than that, we're good. Give them a hand. Have a seat. All right. What time am I done, Zach? 1:45? Huh? I knew you were going to say that. Okay, Wetmore. How long? 15 minutes? Where's John? John, look at that. It's timing. You're like a ninja. All right. John, what do you think is the biggest thing that I need to get across to this group? You know this group. You know you don't know them all intimately, but what is one thing I can spend 10 minutes talking about that would help this group? It's a very eclectic group of people. I can hear you, dude. Hey, Yak didn't. It's not his fault, though, and he doesn't make mistakes.
He does not. There it goes. So I always, Anthony was asking me this earlier, and what you always do really well and you help me with is help people understand that they can do it too. Like the ability to accomplish whatever they see someone at a higher level, whatever they feel that is. You always made us feel like it wasn't that big a deal, because it really isn't now going through it, but I made it seem more complicated. So I think simplifying this industry, you're amazing at getting across.
Well, I could have to do that because it's simple. So here's the thing. Think about this. Think about what, first of all, my son asked me the other day, what's the greatest way to make money in America right now? I said, life insurance. That's what I do, and I've been auto sales, construction, real estate, you name it, I've done it. What's the greatest differentiator here, and please don't take this the wrong way, but when I was in the mortgage business, most of the people I was in the mortgage business with were really competitive killers. I don't know how it was a dog eat dog. Like, it was it's awful. Like, it was hard. And here, it isn't that way, which is good, by the way, because there's an overabundance of people to service. There's literally hundreds of millions of Americans, and 75% of them admit they don't have enough for any life insurance. Millions of people have a life insurance license. We do $800 million a year. We have about 4,000 writing agents. So, like, dude, we're good, right? Like, there's plenty of room for growth here. Does that make sense? So, but what you have to understand is, I don't care. Is anybody here 18? Just got their license, 18 years old, 19? Where's my man? Hey, where's my man? Come up here for a minute, bro. Hurry up. Race. I don't even know what that means. Look, he'll do it. It's a nice jog. Yeah, I don't want you to hurt yourself. I want to jog around him. All right. Your name again? Liam. All right, look at Liam. Liam, did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Did you go to college?
Yes.
Did you drop out, or are you still in college?
I dropped out.
Congratulations. Okay. So you're here, no formal education, all right? What do your mom and dad do for work?
My dad is a captain in the Navy, and my mom does nothing.
Ooh, okay. I ain't messing with that, bro. We all got our own deal. How old do you say you are?
20.
Did you go out drinking last night?
No, sir.
Okay, just checking. Cindy, I was doing that for your daughter. Just checking in. All right. I'm going to ask you something. I want you to be honest with me, okay? Do you believe in this business you can make $1 million a year?
100%.
100%. Do you believe in yourself?
Working on it, but yes.
I appreciate. See,
I burnt all my bridges. I burnt my athletics, my grades in the ground, so I would have nothing to look back upon and just go forward.
But did you hear? No, but did you hear what he said? I believe I can make $1 million in this industry, and I'm working on believing in myself. The first part that was believing, stay here. The first part, Liam, is believing that anybody can go do this. It don't matter what education you got. It doesn't matter if your hair looks, that's cool hair, by the way. From a guy who has no hair, you're welcome. I mean, better than mine is not very hard, but good work on that. A couple earrings, looking good, right? He's cool. But check this out. This industry doesn't discriminate. See, what you have to understand about what we do, I got my insurance license in 08. A buddy of mine called me, works at a really big company. He said to me, why don't you come work with us? I said, because you only sell to wealthy people. And that's a very small percentage of the population. And a lot of dudes are competing for a small percentage. Why don't I work where nobody's competing for a large percentage? And he's like, well, you only make $1,000 a case. I said, yeah, I sell 12 a day, bro. And they actually need the insurance. What happens is you see it. Average agent, average is 27. That's why we're so good. Don't take this the wrong way. If anybody's offended, I apologize in advance and calm down because I just turned 50, so everybody relax, okay? But teachable. 100% of my friends at 50, not. They got to figure it out. Even if they're broke at 50, the rule is to go, I'm doing good. 50-year-olds do a lot of this. Like, there ain't nothing you can do, bro. You still have the ability right now. Now, you might go, I'm 50, I'm broke, and I admit it. Cool. That's how I got my insurance license at 36. My man Jim said, how's your financial situation? I said, it sucks. He said, do you want to change it? I said, why would I not? He goes, you open to learning. I said, I have no money. Why would I not listen to you? But it's a matter of you understand how simple this thing is. And what most of us do is we'll say stuff like, he's really good, right? Like, number one agent in the company, Steve Giordano? Okay, why is Steve number one? Anybody want to guess? Buys more leads, runs more appointments. We did the first couple conventions. We had some people, their names, they shall remain nameless. I won't call them out because they're not here, so it's not fair. But they would get up and bedazzle you with their training. I said bedazzle because it's bedazzle, and it's like making fun of them as guys. I just like to be derogatory because they would be really mean. And the reason I was upset with them is they spent so much time trying to explain to people they were better than them. And they didn't just tell them the truth. They bought more leads. These guys buy a couple $1,000 a week in leads. If Liam bought $2,000 a week in leads and Liam ran 30 appointments a week, Liam would sell 60 grand a month. No doubt about it. He'd sell 60 grand a month. And then if he decided to recruit and you had the right attitude, he would do that. And then Cindy, if I could teach him to communicate the way I communicate, which I can, then all of a sudden it changes. And people that you're recruiting, it's your attitude and your demeanor. Like, have you tried to hire anybody yet? No, you're like, I'm not trying that yet. Okay, you should try to make your life a lot easier. Especially with sales, you just recruit everybody you know, it's real easy. Who's been recruiting for less than 90 days? You call anybody that's like cold market or all warm market? What's the dumbest thing they've said to you or asked you when you're trying to recruit them? What's that? Okay, but why? Why were you confused? But that's where some people's self-image is, though. When I hired Dominique Rogers, any of you work with Dominique? Dominique, like, made millions of dollars. Dominique wanted to make like 30 grand a year because he had no money. What is one of the dumbest things somebody's asked you, though? You're recruiting them and they've asked you. Go ahead, bud. There you go. What's the catch? What's your answer to that? Well, but why people ask that because that's where people's mindsets are. And when I ask people that, when they say what's the catch, I go, who taught you to ask that? That's a good question. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, who taught you to ask that? What do you mean? I go, well, where did you hear that? Was that your mom, your dad, your grandma? I'm just saying, who taught you you learned that along the way. Who said things are too good to be true, can't be like, who taught you to do that? And a lot of times people are like, my mom, my brother, that's what I always believe. Most people in this room right now, sitting here, if you hook them up to a polygraph, and I said, if you do everything you need to do, let's say in 2023, that you can make $1 million, 90% of you would be like, no, I can't. If you've not done it, that's 10% of you would. So some of you are like rolling your eyes. You're in the 10%, dude. Calm down. I got you. But 90% of the people, I got you, bro. I believe in you. But like, there's 10, because we just, if we've not, and by the way, if you've not done it, how many of you before you had kids thought you'd be a good parent? You leave the hospital with a kid. You're like, shit, this is mine. Right, Zach? You just did it, right? You're like, where are they coming? Why don't they? What if she cries? And they're like, have a nice day. You're like, the baby was born 27 hours ago. Why would we leave in the hospital? What if she's not going to be okay? What do you do? And then you put the car seat and you stand on it and you kick it and then you have a second kid and you throw him in the back of the truck. Drive down the street. Because you're like, this one made it 2 years. I'll be fine. But we have to build up that credibility. This is the easiest thing I've seen to do well, become rich, or become wealthy. Doesn't mean it works for everybody. If you don't work, it won't work. I agree with that. If you won't evolve and won't learn, it won't work. Liam can do whatever he wants if he grows, if he challenges himself, if he's always saying, that's on me, accountable, right? I like him, he's direct. This one did this one nothing. Like, okay, cool. And when I get to know him, I'll talk to him and learn that. But you have to learn to communicate with yourselves and believe it. And what's sad is you look at how great an industry this is. And a lot of people just jump from deal to deal to deal to deal. And I love y'all, but the quotes aren't going to get you there. The cute salesman crap y'all say. I'm going to sell snow cones to Eskimos. I don't even know what that means. Why would Eskimos want snow cones? You know, like, let's don't catch up to a lady with white gloves. Like, dude, shut up. Have some respect for yourself. Why don't you just go out there and serve people? If your heart to serve is greater than theirs, you will win. And then what you have to, this is a hard one though, what you'll have to do in this business is only listen to the people that are achieving. That's hard for a lot of people, especially if they're close to you. Me, I had no problem with it. Jim hired me. After about a month, I was like, he's like, you know what you need to do? I go, hey, Jim, you don't sell anything. So I need you to stop talking to me. That's exactly what I said. I said, you need to stop talking to me. Then Jay called me. Jay hired Jim. Jay's like, hey, I heard you had a falling out with Jim. I said, I'm falling out with Jim. I don't want to hear no shit from you either. You don't sell nothing either. I have 2 kids to feed. I ain't got no time for your games. If you're selling, sir, I'm listening. I'm all ears. If you built a profitable business, you tell me exactly what to do. I will sit down, write it down, record it, and ask you questions till you stop me. I will stay until midnight wearing you out asking you questions. But if you don't, and you haven't, I'm going to nicely say, leave me alone. I have the right to do that. Most of us can't do that. We don't possess it. We have it, we could do it, but we fall victim to it. And then somebody starts telling us what to do. When somebody gives you advice, you always should say, hey, that's great, thank you. Where does that come from? They don't have to be the #1 salesperson, but are they out there selling? Are they recruiting at a high level? Are they getting people moving? Are they managing their risk? You should already be recruiting. That's the best motivator and the best way to build your self-image, other people on your team doing something. But most of us are afraid to approach our friends and family because they're going to say something stupid to us. We should recruit your mom. Is she alive? Do we not want to recruit your mom? She might kill it. I'm coming to your house. That might, it might work. You'd be like, sure, like whatever. It's not optional. Don't do that. You're not allowed to do that. We're streaming live. Everybody relax. We can't do that. So, all right. How many of you are you full-time with us now? Yeah. All right. What is your goal? What is your income goal in 2023?
400,000.
400 grand. Okay, that's a good goal. Do you think he can hit it, Cindy? 100%. Joe, do you think he can hit it? 3 out of 100. I don't know, Joe. He better be one of the 3. I'm just playing with you. Cindy, when he hits 400, okay, his first year with us, I'm going to give him a $50,000 bonus. A check for 50 grand once you're in 400 next year. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe in yourself now more?
Absolutely.
All right, give him a hand. Nice job. All right. So, all right, in closing, here's the deal. First of all, I really appreciate y'all being here, okay? John and Zach, this whole crew over here spent a lot of time and energy to put this together for you. What I love most about this, honestly, some of the people don't even work with us, which I love. They may not even work with us. And by the way, FFL from day one, we put our train out there. We did our training first week, and Mike besides like, where you want to put it? I said, put it out so everybody can see it. Put it out, everybody in the world can see it. He said, what if they don't work with us? I said, what do I care? Matter of fact, we used to say, like, why are you watching our training? You don't work with us. Why don't you come join us? But if you get something out of it and benefits you in any industry you're in, I'm happy for you. And we put together a good product. And if you know the people that put on the event, give them feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. Now, if you don't like what I said, tell them. I don't like what Shawn said over this and this and this. I mean, don't give them too many things. You give them 3 or 4, it's enough. But you have to understand, I really, really appreciate y'all for being here. But I can't make you believe in yourselves. But dude, if you'll just run your 40 appointments a week and shut everything else out for 90 days, and I'll leave you with this. It ain't 5-year plans, it ain't year plans. For the next 90 days, could you minimally run 30 appointments a week? Every week, 30. Could you recruit every day? Could you just get on the phone and talk to people every day? Could you drown out the next 90 days? Not forever. I've been saying in 90 days before they did the whole other, the 75 hard. What a concept that was. I'm doing 75 hard. You mean you're doing stuff you should be doing for 75 days? Wow, what a genius he was. But we need that stuff for us. We need short-term deals, 90-day windows. My spouse doesn't know if I can do it. Well, do it for 90 days. My family doesn't support me. Are you making money? No, they shouldn't. Do they see you committed to your schedule? No. If my son started working out 2 days a week, I wouldn't support his baseball career. I'd be like, you don't care? I don't care, dude. I'm out. 90 days. Put your head down and believe in everybody. I want you to answer questions faster, communicate quicker, don't get me confused, and believe in everybody when they walk in the door and tell them only what they need to hear. And if you have a bad day, a bad hour, a bad week, a bad month, when you are in charge of anybody, parent, manager, coach, you've given up your right to be average and ordinary for that period of time. How many of you coach kids? Did you walk in after a bad day and complain to them? I tell you what, how bad my life is. You handled your business. You need to do that here. You need to change your mindset. Just like 50 a month every month. You can't miss it. 50 a month every month. 30 appointments. Recruit every day. John, I love you. I appreciate you. Zach, thank you very much. Are you announcing the next person? All right, I'm going to throw it to you. Thanks, man.